Hey there, stock market gain guys. I just want to let you know that today is going to be an update on the overall things, what's going on. Unfortunately, this has been kind of a rough week for me. Let me go to my overall portfolio here, and I'll show you what's been going on lately. This week alone, I've actually had kind of a rough time. What's happened lately? MRD completely died on me. Basically, I made a mistake today, and that was I purchased this stock before earnings, which is a huge mistake. And I shorted this stock before earnings, which was a huge mistake, and I'll never do it again. I shorted this yesterday. I came back out today, and it was up 11%. It completely kicked me out of the trade. It was a really bad idea. Shouldn't have done that. Also here on TD, I got weekly negative triangles on both of them. I sold out of both of these stocks. That was pretty bad. And Twitter is something that's been kind of zooming up on me, and so I've decided to go ahead and close that as well. So that's just a little FYI on how things have been going. And looks like I'll just go ahead and delete these from the overall account. And let me get this one out too. So we all experience losses, but definitely today I kind of got shook out of some trades and had some issues with SSL as well as some others. Right now, if you look, I've got some really strong green triangles going all in the right way here. I wish this one would switch around, but it has not gone under plus 85 in a while, so it's still in a strong uptrend. I don't want to get rid of it yet. I've got a new rule whenever something goes into play. I'm going to start looking at the overall chart. And let me go ahead and show this to you. So let's take gold for example. I bought it on a weekly green trade triangle, and as you can see here, I've got the dailies in place. So if I buy something on a weekly, which was back here, I'm going to start keeping it only for a few days after the trade triangle turns negative. So for example, in the future, what I'll do is I'll go ahead and sell on the third trade. You get a trade triangle like this, and then I'll sell on the third trade triangle going up. If it's going in the direction that I want it to go, great. But if it turns negative, then I'll sell on the third trade triangle going down. I'm sorry, let me go ahead and correct that. On the third trade triangle going down, that's negative. So this one, that one, and that one is all turned negative. Plus, I want this score right here to be under 85. And that's what I'm going to do from here on out for a lot of these things. So as you can see, let me go back to my portfolio. I've got a few of these that I can adjust around. The XBI Biotech, it's right now at a negative 85. I'm short on that. I've got put options on it. I've made a little bit of money. That's actually pretty good. Not a lot, but I don't want to go down to that negative 50% like other people say to do within Market Club. So as you can tell here, pretty strong daily uptrend, but it's starting back on a negative. So I'm going to let it play out for a couple more days. I've got plenty of time on my put options here. So we'll see after today, tomorrow. Today was a really strong up day, and yet we managed to have a negative hammer. So we'll see if that turns around as a negative tomorrow, or else if that turns around positive. If it turns around positive, then I'll probably get out of the trade, although I'd like to wait at least 3 trading days afterwards. So that's a clue there. Right now in the overall market, in today's trade triangles, I've got, well, let me go here to my million real quick. Remember, if I'm going to filter something, I look for it at a million. do weekly trade triangles. I've been looking more at the yesterdays instead of the todays lately, just to get an overall feel as to, maybe they've had 2 days, or even I'll go back as far as 3 days back, just to get an overall feel of what the actual stocks have been doing. And, well, today's Monday, so it's really not going to work out too well. But, as you can tell, what I'm going to try and do from here on out is look at some of the older trades within a few days, and if they're still going up after the second day, third day, not necessarily 100 but 90s, because I don't want to get caught in stocks like this. This seems to be kind of annoying for me, and this happens quite often. So I'm going to look, well, basically I'll buy something and the next day it's going to be down. So I'm looking for weekly trade triangles that were made the previous day, and then the next day they're still going in the right direction, and then hopefully I won't get stopped out as much. And then when I get that daily trade triangle, I'll wait 3 or 4 days, and then I'll decide whether or not I'm going to go ahead and trade it out, meaning a negative daily trade triangle. I'm going to try and start minimizing my losses that way. We'll see how that works. Anyways, just a quick update. Talk to you later. Bye.